Stringer rolled his smoke tightly and sealed the gum paper with the tip of his tongue before he grudgingly said, "I don't know whether old Jack's right or wrong about the yellow races catching up with Teddy Roosevelt's great white fleet someday. However, you can't just dismiss the murder of an important Chinese criminal, Sam." Barca said, "Sure I can. I just did. An important Chinese is a contradiction in terms, old son. Nobody's important unless the rest of the world considers him important. You take that obit you did for us on the recent demise of Calamity Jane Canary, for instance." "Damn it, Sam," Stringer cut in. "Martha Jane Canary was, at best, an old bawd who liked to make up whoppers, and some say she held the title of Calamity after giving the same client the clap, the sif, and the blue balls." Sam Barca chuckled and blew peyote smoke at Stringer, smugly saying, "Some said she was a lesbian, too. But as one old-timer replied to that, who cared what religion she might be as long as she told such swell stories? I know for a fact that poor James Butler Hickok was happily wedded to a lady trapeze artist, all the time Calamity had him risking his health with her up Deadwood way, but damn it, Sam," Stringer cut in, "since it was your grand notion to bring Hickok up, may I humbly point out that San Francisco's own more recent Fan Tan Tommy Fong killed at least twice as many men as Hickok, with Billy the Kid thrown in." Sam Barca chuckled indulgently and aloud, "Both these boys were inclined to brag a mite. But you're missing the point, Stringer. It's quality, not quantity, as counts. What do our readers care about dead Chinamen in any numbers when, as you just said, this old world seems to suffer an oversupply of such pests?" Barca took a ferocious drag on his gnarled cigar, saw it was still lit after all, and added, "You write me a 7,500-word obit on some desperado the public's ever heard of, and I'll run it at space rates as a Sunday feature. But as for this dead hatchet man, well, I suppose we can use 200 words tops." Stringer protested, "Damn it, Sam. That'd barely pay for my weekend if I spent it alone." Barca shrugged and replied, "Well, you could always go back to punching cows for $1 a day if you feel we're abusing you. You know the kind of human interest features I stand ever ready to take off your hands at a cent a word plus expenses, you stubborn young cuss." Stringer lit his own smoke and blew some of it out his nostrils with a disgusted snort as he growled, "You know how